Hey everybody, my name is Matt. Right now, I'm in this course for nutrition for optimal health, fitness, and sport. I do not hold a degree. I am 18 years old, so I know right now you're probably thinking I don't know shit about health. But as a teenager, a younger teenager, I was really overweight, really unhappy about it. So I decided to do something about it. I've been researching health for probably the last maybe year or so. I've come up with a good bit of information. Not come up with it, but I've found out a good bit of information. The information I'm going to share with you in here is mostly what I've researched that people still have a lot of questions about, and some stuff is just knowledge based from my research that I figured out myself or whatever. Um, but yeah, this is today is my first video actually. I wanted to talk about fad diets. Fad diets are basically diets that they promote, extremely fast weight loss without ever exercising or going to the gym, losing like 10 pounds in 2 weeks or something like that. I once saw this commercial that said lose 6 pounds in 6 days. And at that time it sounded pretty good to me. But now I think about it, and the thing about losing that much weight so quickly is that you're losing a lot of lean muscle tissue, and that's not good. And they also promote like high fat diets with little to no carbs. That's really not good. Risks of high fat diets are numerous risks. Uh, some of the risks of high fat diets are, increased cholesterol, which in turn results in increased risk for cardiovascular disease, heart attacks, strokes, high blood pressure. You don't want any of that. Um, High fat diets also result in a much slower metabolism, very ineffective at keeping your metabolism up. So protein and carbs are the best way to go for a healthy diet. The thing about high fat, low carb diets is that you don't get the adequate amount of carbohydrates for proper daily and bodily functions. And high fat diets basically operate on the idea of ketone buildup in the body, which results from not getting those carbohydrates, not getting the adequate amount, and your glycogen storage is completely depleted, it's gone, it's non-existent, and that results in ketone buildup. And when ketones build up too much in the bloodstream, that results in ketosis, which can result in coma and death. Fad diets are all about losing a lot of weight really quickly, but having a really bad lifestyle after that. You're still eating incorrectly. You're not getting the carbs. Another thing about the low to no carbs is that you don't get the amount of whole grains and fruits you need with the antioxidants to help fight these diseases that result from high cholesterol and having too much fat. So, some tips for living a healthy lifestyle are exercise regularly, whether it be intense, shorter intense workouts, or hour walks, or 5-6 mile jogs, whatever. Just get your exercise. Eat diets rich in whole grains, fruits, vegetables, moderate meat amounts. Try to eat as many whole foods as you can, such as milk, peanuts, eggs, stuff like that. Well, here's a list of low glycemic foods. Low glycemic foods: fruits, fruit juices, vegetables, whole grain pastas, rices, even white rices and white pastas. But if the pasta is short grain, the glycemic index increases tremendously, which it gets to a high amount, which you don't want. So if you're going to choose pasta, choose long grain, and try to choose whole grain. And natural versus artificial sugar. Natural sugar is, in fruits, milk. Those sugars do not have the significant effect on the bloodstream that artificial sugars do, which means that they don't have the huge spike in blood sugar and increased fat storage so much. But even natural sugars you do not want to have in very large amounts. So try to limit those. For your fats, try to choose poly and mono unsaturated, so that way you don't want too many saturated fats. You don't want any trans fatty acids, any trans fat. Try to stay away from that completely. It's easy. There's not many foods that have a lot of trans fat. So poly and mono unsaturated fats, peanuts, peanut butter, almonds, basically all kinds of nuts. And foods that are not really good for you are foods that are advocated to be really healthy. Maybe they have a good bit of vitamins and minerals and stuff, but they are loaded with sugar. Try to stay away from those. I saw a bottle of V8 Splash that, it had good vitamin and mineral content, but it was maybe 10% juice, and it was all artificial sugar. If you're going for fruit juices and stuff, try to stick with 100%. It has more sugar, but it's all natural sugar, and it has a much lower glycemic index. So just keep all these in mind, and it'll be a lot easier for you to maintain your health and maintain your lifestyle. Do not participate in these fad diets that advocate maybe 10 pounds in 2 weeks, losing that, because you lose a lot of lean muscle tissue. And those fad diets are also a lot harder to maintain over a certain period of time. It's a lot easier to stick with eating healthier foods and eating a combination of carbs, fat, and protein. That's what you want, a combination. You don't want to eat a high amount of one, except maybe under special circumstances. If you deplete your carb stores every day or something like that, you need a lot of carbs. But other than that, try to mix them together at meals. It gives you a lot more satisfying feeling. You won't be hungry nearly as quickly, and your body is satisfied getting the combination of nutrients that it needs throughout the day. Yeah, that's it for this video. If I missed anything that you were wondering about, let me know. I can probably cover it, I'm sure. Once again, I do not hold a degree. This is my knowledge from research and building upon my research with constantly thinking about this. So you may think I don't know what I'm talking about, but if you think about the things I say, they make plenty of sense, and I do know what I'm talking about. So it's getting dark right now. I'm going to end this video. But yeah, if you got any questions, any comments, just leave them below. Trying to be rude, I don't like that. But yeah, thanks for watching. This is Matt. I'm gonna try to do these about every week. So if you're interested, you can subscribe, and I will keep posting them. Thank you.